This is going to be a rant against Google Maps. I do deliveries for Home Depot and Walmart. Now, Home Depot, you never know what you're going to deliver. It could be gallons of paint, a countertop, a door, a kitchen cabinet. Walmart, it's almost always groceries. Sometimes a television or a bicycle. But mostly, stuff Walmart sells. The problem I have with Google Maps is, especially I've noticed it with Walmart, I'll go to deliver groceries and I'll be one house off. So it tells me I've arrived, it shows the right address, or it shows an address, and I start unloading the groceries, and a lot of times the neighbor will come over and say, I think those are mine. So if I get out of the Google Maps, go back into the Walmart app, which is called Spark, I see that the address is off. Instead of 252, I'm supposed to be at 254, for example. But I've had a problem also with the roadie deliveries for Home Depot. Then last week I was supposed to go to Kittitas, Washington. I put in the address. It shows the address. I hit go. I end up in Leavenworth. Now that's 10 or 15 miles away from where I was supposed to be. But it shows me I've arrived. I get out. I'm downtown Leavenworth, trying to find this address. I'm looking and looking. I think the address was 752. I can find 750, 759, 750 and a half, but no 752. So I call the person I'm supposed to be delivering to, and they always route it through some weird phone number like in Georgia or Florida, so most people don't answer the phone call. And so I have to call twice, leave a voicemail, send a text message. So now I've been wandering around looking for this place for 10 or 15 minutes. Finally I get hold of the owner where I'm taking the delivery. And I'm describing where I'm at. And she's like, are you in Ellensburg or Kittitas? I said, well, I'm in Ellensburg. She said, well, you're supposed to be in Kittitas. So I go back into the roadie app, and sure enough, I'm one town off. Got to drive another 10 or 15 minutes. So, that wastes a half hour of my time, and time is money. So I wish Google Maps would get their act together. I just made a delivery. It took me down a highway, had me turn onto another highway, and then it took me on some side road for 5 miles, and then looped around and ended up right back on the highway where I just was. So that wasted 10 minutes. Then I ended up going to this delivery out in the middle of nowhere, and the lady told me, well, there's a faster way to go back, and she described it. And I knew exactly what she was talking about. And then when I put go home into Google Maps, it took me that route. So the question is, if that was the fastest route to go home, why wasn't that the fastest route to deliver the product? And this kind of stuff happens all the time. I think I'm going to have to start taking the time to verify the trip before I leave, make sure I'm going to the right town, and get an overall picture of where I'm going so I can make sure I'm taking the right roads. And also, when I'm not happy with Google Maps, I'm going to start filling out their little survey, even though it wastes my time, and tell them it's the wrong road, wrong destination, wrong route, something. Because it happens way too much and it wastes my time. And like I said, time is money. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experiences. If you don't use Google Maps a lot, if you don't drive for a living, you probably won't appreciate what I'm saying. Sometimes I use Waze. The problem with Waze is when you get to where you're going, they don't show you the address. They just say you have arrived. So you have to exit the Waze app to find the address because they don't pinpoint it exactly. And if you're in the country, maybe there's 4 houses together and you don't know which of those houses it is. So it's nice to have the address exact. Or if you're going down some country road, you have arrived doesn't necessarily mean you have arrived. Well, thanks for listening to me, and let me know what you think.